Last man standing? Impossible odds? Let's do this!
This is the Clucked Chickens, a podcast about Realm Royale. Welcome to everybody to the Clucked Chickens. I'm OctoOG, and again we have today our good friend Donut. Muted, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know what you're talking about. My mic was on the whole time.
Happy second episode. We made it.
Yes, I'm excited.
Oh my god, how was your week so far?
Hectic, crazy. A lot of stuff going on.
What have you been up to?
Well, between work and a lot of stuff around the house, you know, just crazy. Heat, thunderstorms out here on the East Coast where I live, on top of the awesome stuff that's happening in Realm. I feel like I don't have enough time to explore it all almost.
Oh wow, well. Welcome again to this. Everybody, welcome to this crazy episode. This week has been absolute, like, I've been, as you know, I've been packing to get ready to go to, on a 3-week mountain climbing trip. And trying to keep up with what's going on with Realm this week has just been like, I knew we were coming up with this new Primal Awakening patch. I knew we were coming out getting dinosaurs soon, but everything that came into it is just like, I need a rest.
It's happening fast.
So with so much that we actually have to do this week, I would love to have pleasantries with you, but I think we actually need to jump in this week on what we have. So let's start it up with Primal Awakening. A lot of things happened this week on Primal Awakening when we actually got it that some people weren't actually sort of aware of it. They got, oh look, we got, you know, our battle pass, but so much more came with it that a lot of people didn't see.
Yeah, there's a lot of little adjustments and a lot of little things they're adding that the only way to really know they're coming is if you're paying attention to almost every member of the High Res team's Twitter. Everything that happens doesn't just get posted on the Realm Royale Twitter. Sometimes they post little screenshots, tidbits on one of the developers' personal or professional Twitter page. So
yeah, it's absolutely crazy that some of the stuff that we've actually been seeing. Like this afternoon, right before this came on, we found another. Oh hey, look, we've got something cool to show you. So. But let's sort of talk about what actually happened in the Primal Awakening patch last week, besides the Battle Pass. Now, there have been some actually really cool buildings that were built into this, like Crossing. What used to be just a few buildings, now looks like they're building a castle there. I mean, that's very fun to land in now.
Oh yeah, that's they completely expanded that whole town. It looks great now. I can't wait to see. I'm sure they're gonna keep expanding it as it goes, which is great, and I love how they're doing it like almost like a brick by brick kind of modeling, where it looks like it's actually being constructed throughout the patching of the game. I like that a lot.
Right. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that the patch that happened the other day actually added a couple more bricks.
That's great. That's awesome.
I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it did. So another great place is the Waterfall Cave in Jade Gardens.
That's awesome. I love that.
If that is not Murder Ball Central, I do not know what is. That, I mean, the fact that you get in there and there are, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chests. I think 8 or 9 chests just in that small area. I mean, you land there, you're looted.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Now the old manor area, the topography has changed a bit, and to the uninitiated, you're not going to really know that much, but it looks a lot better.
It's definitely a lot better. It's definitely much easier to play through the old manor. A lot of times, I really liked that area. I liked the way it looked, but from a competitive standpoint, it wasn't the best place to be. There was not many loot boxes. A lot of the houses were over, like, there's too many houses that were snowed in. It was kind of hard to get a grasp on what the landscape is and where you could get gear, potions, and loot. But the little tweaks they did, I noticed it big time that you could definitely makes it easier and makes it more attractive to a player to land there or to go fight there.
Agreed. And one of the things I really loved that they added was the stone chicken statues at the Forbidden Swamp and the Lost Forge. I have to stop by one every time I go there just to, pay homage to the angry chicken gods.
Yeah, I love that. I love the little things that they keep adding, the little tidbits and the little throwbacks to the game, and even like I said last podcast, the stuff like the T-pose. I love how they're embracing the game and they're embracing the funny aspect and even the little bugs and glitches. They're embracing it and turning it into features in the game.
Agreed, 100%. I'm really enjoying it. A couple of really good small updates they did, like when a player's at max shards, you notice when you attempt to disenchant, it no longer does the effective disenchanting. It just plays and that error sound. I know it's a little irritating right now because I'm like all the time, but
yeah, it's nice because it does it. I've gone multiple minutes trying to disenchant stuff, and I'm constantly trying to disenchant stuff, and I'm full, and I keep forgetting that I'm full. I feel like this helps a little bit, and it also helps if you're like me and you're used to spamming disenchanting stuff. It helps if, instead of accidentally disenchanting something you don't want to disenchant if you're already full.
No, agreed. A nice quality of life is now the camera can be spun around when you're freely doing an emote, and you can do that now also while you're running and so forth, which makes it a lot easier to look around the game while you're running on a horse. Yeah,
that's one of my most important things for a competitive standpoint. Holding that Alt key or whatever your free look hotkey is to make sure you can check behind you without having actual change directions, and the little hotfix they have now where you can do it while you're performing an emote makes it really fun for all those get wrecked screenshots and people want to do after they kill somebody.
Look at me, look around me.
Yeah.
And speaking of horses, they didn't put this in the patch notes, which I'm shocked, but they fixed the horse sounds on different terrain. That was honestly probably one of the I was super excited that happened.
Yeah, I love the transition from like grass mud to stone. I love hearing those horses on stone now on the castle walls, or even on the stone and wooden paths. Yeah. Yes, I love that sound.
I'm amazed that they didn't put it in there because they've reduced how loud horses are. They've reduced that all. It's easier to get up onto people now instead of hearing this clock, 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 clock from a mile away. So, really excited about that. But it's time to talk about really what this thing's about. The Battle Pass is here.
Thank gosh, I couldn't wait for it. I am so stoked.
So, Donut and I have, since we met probably in alpha, like so early in this game, and it was before even the alpha, pack came out, and there was a battle between me and him who would get that first, and it's a constant battle on who's going to get this first, and who won this one? Donut, I forgot.
You got there. I was asleep, so you got the trigger pull on that one. But the real challenge is who's going to level it out fastest.
That is correct. Now you started at level 1, correct?
I did.
I did level 1 as well. The Battle Pass, I paid 950 crowns. Now I understand that it's good for high res, and we want high res to make all the money so that they can get out there and they can make this game amazing. But oh my god, how many people have you seen fully warriored up with this awesome mount and everything throughout the game?
Yeah, it's frustrating. Seeing it myself, I get pissed off, but I had to keep reminding myself that they are all just visual mods. They're nothing that could change the gameplay, And obviously, if I had the money, I would have done it myself too. So I can't be super butthurt or super sad about it. I personally, I kind of feel it's like kind of cheating the system or getting your head a little further. You're paying to get ahead, but again, it's all visual stuff. They give us enough time. They give us enough time. I can't play 10 hours a day. They give us enough time to level out our battle passes anyway. So we'll get there.
Well, see, now here's the thing. I played, and you do know this, last Saturday I did a 12-hour stream. 12 hours non-stop of this game, and streaming it. And I got to level 15. Now, I wasn't getting like 5-10 kills a game. I wasn't doing any of that, but it took me a while to get there. I'm sort of regretting not putting the 2750 down.
And there's what, is it over 50 levels on the battle pass?
There is 65. And actually, wow. why don't we look at them? Yeah. And let's talk about actually this battle pass, because I like. Oh wait, wow, I'm at 18. Okay, I'm shocked. I'm at 18. But this battle pass, I actually like the way they did it. On the gold side, we'll talk about the gold side so far. They did a really great job on this in the way of skin upgrades, and they made it so that like the skin grew as you leveled up.
Yeah, I really love that feature with the egg.
Yeah. Oh, the egg and the warrior skin.
And yeah, even the armor skins. Yeah.
I wish it would have been this was the warrior skin, this was the mage skin, this was the, you know, like that. But I understand what Hi-Rez is trying to do here.
Yeah, I agree. It would have been nice. It would have been nice to also even, in that same sense, to when you hit that skin unlock, that tier 1 skin for the warrior, it would be nice if the player could choose the tier 1 skin for their class, and that's the skin they got.
Yeah,
and then it went up universally. But I like it. I like how they have the skins, how it shows it growing like that. And they do have other skins towards the end game of the battle pass as well.
Yeah, the assassin. He comes up next. After
I
that.
cannot wait.
Yeah, I know you can't wait, because Donut here is a assassin player to the max. Yeah, so level 36 is when the assassin starts coming in. What's quite interesting is level 3 is what you could buy up to. So far the battle pass, what have you been seeing that you're like, you know what? Oh my god, I want this. I need this.
I've never been a huge like spray kind of guy or emotes. Emotes, right. Like I like them, but not too much. I'm always for the visuals. The falling effects, the meteor effects, the skin changes, and the horses are my favorites. For this one, I cannot wait to get the raptors, and I cannot wait to get my full assassin skin with the golden chicken trophy on my belt. I can't wait for those two.
Oh, that'll be great. So the first raptor that comes at 53. That's a long way away.
Oh yeah.
Like I know right now, which is kind of cool. If I like, one of the things about this battle pass is very interesting. You can actually click on anything, and then go to the unlock thing and say, "Hey, how much do you want?" And like for me right now, $60, 66,000 crowns. I could do it. To me, that's an interesting way to do it, so that it's like, hey, as far as you got, and you could buy up to the end. So.
Yeah, that's a nice feature. I say if you really wanted to unlock everything, and you know the season's ending, and you know you won't be able to get there, and you have the money to do so, that's great that they have that in there, so people don't get kind of gridlocked in the fact that, oh, we're going to miss out because I can't play as much. It sucks. At least they have the option to get the stuff before the season ends.
Right, yeah. So I like that, because especially since I have to leave for 3 weeks. I'll be gone for 3 weeks and not being able to play. That's a lot of days that I can't play, so I feel that I'm going to be at a disadvantage for that. But yeah, no, I agree with you. I am dying right now for this little guy, the green dinosaur. I'm dying for him. He's the purple dinosaur is nice, but this guy, I just don't know. I'm just like, I really want him.
I like those new skins, by the way. I like the egg. I like how it goes from egg to little dino. I love that.
how brutal it is when you kill poor little.
Oh my god! And the guts and the yolk and the whites.
Yeah.
Oh.
The first time I saw that, I was like, "Wait, what just happened?" I don't want like the one with the legs. This guy, when he does it, it's like the top shears off, and you see the little yolk sitting there, which is like kind of depressing. And then the rest of them, both of these guys, they're bones. Like when you shoot them, they turn to bone, and then they just sort of evaporate.
That's terrible. Someone needs to call PETA.
But yeah, no, it's pretty good. But now the one thing that I do have to say that I am noticing, High Res did not really treat people playing for free very well. Like if you notice here, you get this crown, 100, an emote, another 100, a background, another 100. And that's it. So you get 300 gold, and the further you progress, there's nothing there.
Yeah, that's I feel. I mean, now I understand it's a free-to-play game, so you always gotta understand they have to make some kind of money somehow.
Oh yeah.
In order to keep the updates going as well as they are, that's fine and all. I feel like it would be nice if I was taking the outlook of a free-to-play player, or if, maybe even a 17 or 16-year-old kid. I don't have money. I don't have a job or whatever. I would have liked if you maxed out the free-to-play tier on the season pass, if that gave you enough gold to buy the next battle pass. I think that would be nice.
Yeah, or a token to buy the next battle pass.
Yes, because if you don't have the battle pass and you're free to play, there's absolutely no incentive to level up the battle pass.
Right.
You get 3 or 4 things, and you get enough gold to buy you what? Who knows? I don't know.
400 gold, maybe a skin later on. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's one of the things that I was just sort of looking at, like, that's very interesting to see what's going on. But again, I think the thing that really gets to me the most is kind of the XP. Because the XP just seems like it is on a level to... I mean, you really have to be on a level to be there.
Yeah, now the Battle Pass, even for the length that it... I feel like they put the Battle Pass up for a long enough length per how many levels they have. The thing is, the XP, I think, is a little too low for what they expect players to be getting. Unless you're playing every single day for multiple hours a day, it is going to be tough. If you're not an amazing player or a professional player, it's going to be tough for an amateur or a novice to get this battle pass leveled up without playing 10 hours a day.
Yeah, no. The thing is I was if they doubled like the 20 XP to maybe 40 or 50 for every minute, it might feel a little bit better. And like the kill, maybe bump it up to 200 and then make it like 50 each subsequent. I think it'd be up to par, because with 65 levels and playing 12 hours straight, even with the it gets more difficult as it goes along. I honestly expected to be around level 20 after 12 hours. But yeah, again,
I mean, they are still testing everything too. This might change. They might throw a hotfix in to make it a little bit easier.
Yeah,
but I agree with you. I feel all they really need to do is change that 20 XP per every minute you stay alive to maybe 40, and change that 20 XP per kill to maybe 40 or 50. That should be well over enough. I think that should be enough to even just at least start to make sure to try to balance it out a little bit more.
I agree.
Now, you don't want everyone getting all the end game stuff right when the battle pass launches, so I think they're going to let this one ride out to the end of the battle pass and see how far everyone got.
Yeah.
Before they bought out, and then they'll tweak it for the next one, I feel.
Yeah. So a little bit of a strategy. So I went through and I was playing through that 12 hours, and I was trying to come up with how do you make the most XP in a game. And believe it or not, it is not in normal match play. It's in the deathmatch. Because in the deathmatch, it's 15. You're in there for 15 minutes. Okay, so you get 15 XP for every minute you're in there. So that's 15 times 15 right there. So that you're getting guaranteed each game. And you're getting kills. I mean, it's not very you're getting a lot of kills in there. So you're going to get your 25, and you're probably going to get 5, 10, 15 more, or just by playing. So you end up racking up like 100 XP for that, and the time. I think it's worth it.
Oh yeah, it's definitely better. Now, what I think I'm predicting they're gonna make deathmatch XP not count because of this.
Yeah, they probably will.
They want to make deathmatch, as of right now, they want it to be more of a training grounds or a practice round or a practice match. But I would definitely take advantage of it while you can, because you definitely can get way more experience per kill compared to playing a normal match to first place, which that could take 15, 25, even a half hour. You don't know how long that game could take. Those games take quite a while sometimes. If you avoid that, don't even worry about the first, second, or third place experience. Just go into a death match, find the group of people. I rack 15, 20, 25 kills in a death match, easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and then you just start over again after 15 minutes.
Now, if you really want to buck the system, and I'm not telling you to do this, 20 XP for every minute, you can actually get in there and be second or third place by sneaking around. I'm just saying, you get in there, you sneak around, you can hide, not get one kill, and get a lot of experience. It's not a very fun way to do it, but you can actually make it through the game that way.
That's definitely a tactic.
Yeah, unfortunately, like, I did the math myself using the Battle Pass calculator. Now, you can actually get it at royale.guru/Battle Pass. And if you go there, there's a Battle Pass calculator, so you can put in your current level. You can put in how many kills you expect to do in a match, how many minutes you expect to survive, and where you think you're going to place. And I put current level 16. I would get maybe 1 kill match average, and I'd survive about 10 minutes. With that, they say I'm going to earn about 500 XP a game, and so it'll probably take me 21 games a level, or 10,691 minutes of Realm play.
So that means is you better get more than 1 kill per game.
I'm gonna have to start. I really have to start. I calculated Donuts, how his kills normally go in the game, and it seemed that he would have to play 3 games and 25 minutes, and he'd be done with his battle pass.
I'm already maxed out. I didn't even start playing it.
So again, the Dinos are absolutely amazing. They're a lot of fun. But then yesterday they did a quick hot fix to the game. There was where sprays for weapon fires. They fixed that bug. There was when you were diving in the skydive at the DM training, you'd see the longbow on you. There was a water had bullet collision, which they really weren't. I don't know what happened there. And the one that we were having fun with is the old Manor Forge. You could hide behind it.
Oh yeah.
If nobody was playing there, if you went to the old Manor Forge, you could actually hide behind the forge. You could get a full team back in there and just wait for somebody to come in and just rush out. It was actually
the physics or the clipping on the forge was either turned off or bugged. You walk right inside of that thing and sit there.
Yeah. Oh God. We should have done that. We should have done that before they fixed the patch, because that would have been fun to do. But another thing that you probably might have noticed is because when you go to play game, down at the bottom where it would say fill, no fill, there was also a join custom match. Now this button is just new, and when we originally saw it, we were like, well, this doesn't work. Did you get the chance to see that, Donut, or you were off yesterday, right?
Yeah, I saw it though. I did see it, and I know exactly what it's for, and I am super excited.
Oh, and what might that be?
That is 110% for competitive play.
That's right, because tournaments are coming to Realm Royale.
I'm so happy that we're gonna get custom matches and actual tournaments and actual brackets instead of what they have going on now. I can't wait for it.
Oh my god, it's what they're doing right now is actually far and above even what Fortnite and all these other games are doing. I'm amazed that it's taken anybody so long. They came up with custom matches that you can actually do. And right now, believe it or not, you're able to go on into a test to test these things out. You can go online and click custom match and go to Skill Shot Test 2 as the game name and type DieNasT is an egg. Great password. And you're able to actually go in and test these custom matches. So they're doing it here for a couple of days. So I'm really excited that they're going to test this out before the tournaments tomorrow and Thursday.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm super excited. I'm super excited for they announced the Invitational. I'm super excited about all the custom matches. I'm probably now more excited about this than I was about the Battle Pass.
Well, being a pro player, I'm guessing you are. Now, you and your well, I guess your partner, Stesny, you guys should be practicing up because it looks like you got to be pretty good for these guys to pick you. Yeah. From what I read, they're gonna pick based off of just like publicity, how good you do, how noticed you are on stream and on the other platforms of streaming and YouTube and stuff like that. So yeah, we're gonna have to start playing and showing off our skills online. Well, the tournament looks fairly interesting. How do you feel about this? Because one of the things that I was reading about is it's sort of like a golf score. The lower points are the better. Have you ever played in a tournament like that?
I have not. It is interesting the way they have the rule sets done. It looks like they really thought about it though, and it does sound pretty legit, and it sounds pretty fair. I personally like, even though I'm not on EU, I personally like how the teams have to play 5 NA servers, 5 EU servers, so that way ping isn't really considered as an issue or a problem for certain teams who live in other locations. Now the point system, I like it because they're not doing it as here's all the teams in one game, first place wins. They're doing it as still an individual scoring system, which is I like it. It makes it easier for all the teams to try to compete with each other instead of just going one game, okay, he's the winner, that's it.
Well, what I'm reading through this is so you receive positive points based on your placement. So if you're first place, you get 1 point. If you're third place, you get 3 points. If you're 10th place, you get 10, and then your eliminations bring you down from there. So in essence, what could happen is a team that did first place but only killed 5 people isn't as good as a person that's in second place that killed 8 people. Yep. So they're ranking kills very high, but they're putting placement in there to really do it. So it looks like a fun way to play.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. I like the whole way it's set up. I like how your placement. You don't have to get first place to necessarily win the tournament, because there are plenty of times where, I mean, Octo, me and you've even been top 3 multiple times. When we'll have between the two of us 10, 12, 13 kills for the one game, and we won't get first place, and it's like, oh, that's a bummer. But I mean, we probably got more kills than the team who got first place, and in this situation, in a tournament like this, that could give us the win.
And let's be clear, everybody, that's when Donut has got 10 kills and I've got my 2.
Yeah, that's if you're lucky.
But yeah, so I'm really excited about this. So the expectation is it starts tomorrow. And then beginning on the 24th, they'll... beginning on Tuesday, the tournament's identical to those on Wednesday will host. So I'm guessing there'll be Tuesday and Wednesday skill shots every week. So that looks kind of fun. And
yeah, I can't wait.
And then Thursday we got Keemstar going to be hosting pretty much the same type of thing.
Yeah, that's gonna be exciting too. I can't wait. I'm gonna watch all of them. I can't wait.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully we'll be our team will get up there in them some point in time soon.
Yeah, Now, this one is different, though, because it's NA and EU, but they all have to be on NA servers.
Yeah, that's, I mean, that Keemstar sets up, has the rules set up that way. I guess that's his own personal preference. Probably the same exact way he does the Fortnite tournaments. He does Friday Night Fortnite as well. So I'm assuming it's just the same setup. He didn't want to change it. If it, it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess.
I agree. Well, how are you thinking about the prize pools?
I love them. I don't know if you noticed or no, but the Keemstar tournament for Realm Royale, the prize pool is actually higher than the Keemstar Friday Night Fortnite tournament.
Yeah, exactly.
That is crazy because obviously Fortnite is as popular as it is, and all the streamers that play it. That's crazy. I actually looked up why. I don't know if you know. Do you know why?
Well, I heard something about that. Like Realm didn't want it to be something like that.
It's between Epic Games and Keemstar. Actually, Epic Games set a limit to how much money he could pay out for their tournament. Realm Royale or Hi-Rez did not.
Yeah,
so
they were like,
he could pay way more for Realm Royale tournaments than he can for prize pools for Fortnite. So I mean that's actually a good thing for Hi-Rez. Gives them more money, more publicity, more prize pools. That's good.
Well, I'm expecting you to come up with a few of these and take me out to dinner.
Yeah. Oh yeah. World of Red Lobster. I'll treat you nice.
All right. So just as a reminder, everybody, again, if you want to test these custom servers, you can go on to Realm Royale right now. You can go and join custom games. Now, again, if you're listening to the podcast, this might not be... this is live right now, but once the podcast comes out, it's probably going to be done. But you can join it, you can see, and go ahead and try it. So... I want to do something, we did a little bit of strategium last week on the way of how do you craft and when you should craft and what sort of the order based on the game. There's something that we talk about and I really talk about a lot, and it's landing strategies. Where in the game do you land? And a lot of people sort of base it on the circle, where the circle is, but believe it or not, the circle doesn't really change much in the way of where it is right now on the first circle. Not by much. So, as a pro player, when you're looking at these maps and when you're playing, what is it where on the map right now are you saying, this is where I want to land, and why is it that you want to land here?
Okay, so yeah, the circle now, like as you said, the circle it doesn't really matter as much for the first circle because no matter where you land, the first circle is so large that you can easily loot outside the circle, even if you're on the opposite side of the map. Get on your horse and get back to the circle before the timer, unless you're not paying attention at all. You can easily get there. They did the hotfix early on in the patching that they used to show the circle before you actually jumped off the Zeppelin, but now they don't. So now it's pretty much when you land, it's based off of the flight path of the Zeppelin, where you can reach and where you want to go. So it's gonna change slightly depending on the Zeppelin, where it's going. If it's going left to right, north to south,
coming here, yeah, exactly.
So personally, for me, if I have the perfect flight and the perfect everything, I would always land. You know where I land. I land at the bottom of Jade Gardens.
Yeah. Right there.
First, and I make my way from there. I go all the way through Jade Gardens. I end up forging at Jade. As long as everything goes well and the circle still plays to my favor, I personally take Jade to Trinity Hills. If the circle plays the other direction, I take Jade to Fungal. And then I usually end around Lumberfall. Depending on where the circle
is,
gets smaller. The whole center of the map, I love it. Now, I also personally, when I want to get some frisky action in there, I love Underpass. I love Cold Mist. A lot of people like to land there. Early on in the alpha, it was Guntown in the outpost area, Badlands. That was a hot spot. But I think that moved over to the Everfrost continent now. That's where a lot of the action seems to be. A lot of times, Sentinel Holt's a good place to be too if you want to get some good action.
Yeah, Sentinel, in the way of action, yeah, I agree 100%. One of the things that I would say is, right now, as the game is today, every chest is exactly the same. There's always the exact same chest in the exact same spot. So there's the cube ones, which are the potion chests. The one that looks like a chest is Could be anything in the way of abilities or any type of weapons. It could be a grab bag. And then you've got the flat rectangular ones, which are the weapons crates. Now, at the end of the day, my belief is find a place that you like to land that has a weapons crate immediately. You land, you turn, you have a weapons crate, so that right off the bat you win. If somebody lands right beside you and they open up a chest and it's got abilities, you're winning.
And the fallback to that is also, if somebody lands on top of you, they grab the chest you wanted to get. If you land in a good spot, there are other chests close by. Whereas if you want to go for action, you land in an underpass, and someone lands on that chest before you, that first chest, you're dead.
Exactly.
You are dead. If you land in a more busy place with more chests, more loot, you have an opportunity to get away from that player, use your movement ability, try to find the other chest nearby, get into that chest. Hopefully, you get a weapon, and you have a fighting chance.
Agreed. Like when you drop and you land at underpass here, and it's on the east side. When you land directly inside there, straight forward, which is if you land properly and you use a mage skill, movement skill, or the warrior's movement skill, you will land exactly on top of a weapons crate. It's the perfect distance. So you go in, you hit your movement ability, you get there. You can be on that weapons crate and opening it and grabbing it and firing. So it's strategies like that of know where to land, know how to move, know what to grab, and get it fast.
Yeah, depending on who drops where, again, it's all a chance and RNG in this point in the game, first drop in the game. There could be nobody around you at all. I've had drops in Jade Gardens, which is a pretty popular area, with nobody around me whatsoever. I had the whole place to myself.
Yeah.
I've had times where I dropped in the same exact spot, and there was 10 teams there. And it's just it's a cluster of teams just fighting each other constantly, and it's a battle royale. It's a legit battle royale right there. Within the first minute of the game, so it comes down to chance. So you always want to have more chests and more space to be able to maneuver, fight, and escape in those situations.
Now, I agree 100%. Now, this is general basic, but once the next level is, okay, where is the Zeppelin actually moving? So say it's moving from southwest in the Forbidden Swamps up to northeast to Icehaven. It's cutting straight across Greenscape, over across the tropics to Everfrost. And what you do know, and most people do right now, is they sit the edge of a circle. They'll land at the edge of the circle. So those towns will be busy. Believe it or not, the center of the circle or inside of the circle normally does not have players there. It just doesn't. It's about a 75% chance they're not going to be there, because what people want to do is get somewhere where there's not much people, grab stuff, and then just get into the circle. Unless you're Donut, who wants to land where everybody is and just go killing everybody. He clucks people all day. But as a normal player, if you want, take the line and then go the complete opposite edges. So take an X. So if it's from Lost Forge to Everfrost, Guntown, Trinity, Autumn Fields, Eds of Jade Garden, there's not going to be a lot of players. So there are things that you pay attention to where the Zeppelin is, and depending on where you want to be. If you want to see players, land along that line, or land on either edge of the circle. If you don't want to, land closer to the circle and do not parallel. What is the word? What's the word?
Perpendicular.
Perpendicular. Thank you, Donut. Land perpendicular to the line as far out as you can inside the circle, and you'll have a better chance of survival.
Now, to add more of a competitive or professional outlook on that same exact circle concept, now the reason why there's always more action on the edge of the circle is, from a competitive standpoint, if I want to play a game, I want to win this game, and kill people and not worry about getting killed myself, the best place to be is the edge of the circle. Why? Because if you're on the edge of that circle, you know, at least more often than not, you're safe from that side. Wherever the circle is, you're safe. Unless someone's just running in behind you who's taking damage and is trying to get out of the circle. Other than that, in that one scenario, you know no one's going to be behind you. Especially towards the end of the game. The end of the game, when the circle gets real small, no one's going to be out there because you die fast in those at the end game circle. So no one's going to be outside the circle. So if you keep that circle to your back, that's 180 degrees of direction. You don't have to look. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, edge camping, or edge protecting. Let's say that.
Yeah.
It's a strategy that you can play very well. If you stay on the edge, I mean, you can just run ahead if you're on the short side. If you're on the long side of a circle, sometimes not. But if you really keep the edge and bring that in, you can rank higher, but you're also going to be in a lot of there's going to be a lot of fights. And gatekeep is the proper thing. Chad is telling us gatekeeping is the proper term that we should be using.
Yes, that's proper. Because you don't know how many times, Octo, you know, we got caught in the middle of the circle, or middle of a battle, pinched between 2 or 3 teams, and we end up losing a couple of guys, or even dying completely because we got pinched in the middle of two teams. If we were on the edge of a circle at that point, it'd be way less likely to be pinched like that.
Right, exactly. No, I agree. So we hope that, you know, talking about these landing strategies helps people out a little bit. Again, we just want to each week we want to give like little tips in the way of, if we get a chance to have Donut here on the weeks, or be able to have somebody else here to be able to give you guys a little bit of strategy about what you can do to be a little bit better. Trust me, these help, because this guy down here, look up. There you go. Yeah, he's helped me in my gaming, just using competitive thinking. That is something I never thought of before. So we have to come up with something to do Thursday, don't it?
All right.
Because there's a downtime. So this Thursday, 5:30 a.m. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking. Is it 5:30 a.m. to 2 p.m.? I'm sorry, I might have messed up those times. I'm gonna verify live on stream that we can find out. I do not want to lie to people. Where is it? I don't.
5:30 a.m. to 2 p.m.
So it
yes,
is.
So you are right.
Okay.
You're right.
Just wanted to make sure. So 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. So at least luckily it's during the afternoon this time and not during the night, because I'm guessing they've got a tournament. They've got a Thursday tournament to run.
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of streamers from 5:30 to 2 p.m. are going to be playing something else. Hopefully Paladins. No, I actually, to be 100% honest, I love how much little stuff that are in Paladins that are coming over to this game. I don't know if you notice, like the weapons, skins, a lot of these things are directly from Paladins.
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of the just the gameplay mechanics, the way the game runs a little bit. Almost it feels like Paladins in a sense, and I love how the map is Paladins. The map itself is awesome.
Yeah, each area was designed actually on. It was designed after a Paladin's area, so like I thought that was pretty brilliant. I mean, I kind of wish that they had kept the Paladins thing, but I liked also how they separated it to make it its own game, because now you can do your own spin and not sort of locked to what Paladins is.
Exactly.
Good. But now here's a question that I read that Dry Bear wrote. He said, this database update that they're going to be doing on Thursday, it'll help with future planned functionality and scalability across all game platforms. Are they talking just Realm Royale, or are they talking about all the gaming platforms? Or is all game platforms meaning Xbox and PS4?
Yeah, I read that as definitely as Realm. They're getting ready to port it out to Xbox and PS4. Definitely.
So everybody out there, we do know that the end of this month they're going to be giving us news on what this is going to look like, and that they're going to give us news about, I think, platforms, what's going on, hopefully some news on exact dates. But what's going on here is they're definitely saying they're updating these pieces so that they can work across all game platforms. So if you're waiting for it, it's coming soon, I feel.
The big question is, are they going to follow suit how Fortnite did it, where you could have cross-platform play, PC with Xbox and PS4 all in the same game?
The thing is they could do that as long as they sort of did what Fortnite did, is sort of showed, hey, this is this player's on console, this player's on PC and stuff like that, so you knew, or you can choose to not have that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, honest to God, people on Xboxes, PS4s, and even Switches are going to be at a disadvantage to play the game.
Oh, yeah, easily.
So I really hope they do that. I hope they give the ability to be like, hey, I want a game with just people on platform, or I want a game, it doesn't matter. Yeah,
that'd be a good idea. I think they should definitely put it in all the cross-platforming. That way they have everyone together all on the same server base. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, having the filter system like how Fortnite has, where you can choose to play with other console players, or you could choose to play with other PC players, or you don't care. I like that a lot. That's a really good feature, because it would be unfair if I was on a console and I knew I was going up against PC players.
Right. Now, do you think it's going to go mobile?
I think probably in the future, yes. Their competitors are mobile, so they're going to have to compete. If you don't compete in this kind of industry, you lose. So they're going to have to keep up with their competitors, which would be PUBG and Fortnite. So I think they will. They will definitely at least try to get it mobile. I don't think that's anywhere near what they're thinking about doing with the all game platforms that Drybear was talking about. I think first their sights are on the consoles. Then once they get all that smoothed out, then they'll start worrying about mobile.
Yeah, that I'm thinking too. I'm really excited because what I do want to do is I hope they get it to the Switch ASAP. I really want the Switch because I want to see what they're going to do with it. Try it out. So get somewhere randomly and just play a couple of games of Realm for fun.
See, I want something else. I want these VR games, PUBG and Realm. I want them to be on VR. Can you imagine doing that? That'd be fun.
I cannot wait for this to go to VR. I think the big problem that we're dealing right now is not as many people have computers that can actually deal with these VRs. Like, I mean, this right here, this guy, the Oculus Go, this thing is good. It's an amazing machine. And I think they could get it onto this, but it's connecting to the server, getting the streaming through. I think we're a couple of years down the road for it, but yeah, I really want to see it. I would love to come in and be able to be just like full 3D surround, running around, picking up. That would be an amazing game.
It would be amazing. We are thankfully, I think we're right on the cusp of the VR gaming world, where we're finally getting to the technology to be able to do it better, and each and every VR game that comes out is better and better and more functional, and it's more immersive. So I feel like within the next decade we'll have these full VR games, and I cannot wait for them.
Oh God, I'm gonna be in heaven, but we'll never leave the house.
That's fine with me.
Yeah. So last thing I got today is what is this? Look at this.
Oh yeah, that's exciting.
Now I was trying to figure out where this was, but this looks like it's the beach. I'm going to go back to the map really quickly. Remember when we were on the beach over here, and there was that snake statue that was on sort of on that island?
Yeah.
This kind of looks like that snake statue right there.
That's interesting. I was under the impression, I think those islands are the spawn islands. I could be wrong.
Well, if you remember, and people who are on the podcast, we're talking about Badlands I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was right here. Right out of the side of the Forbidden Swamp. There's a couple of small islands.
Oh,
right
yes.
here.
Yes. I know now. Yeah.
Yeah, so right off the Forbidden Swamp to the west, there's these little islands that you can actually get on. And there's this one building that's just got this snake that's wrapped around it. And if you look at the photo, you can go online to... do you know who posted this one?
That was Seahook?
Seahook, okay, yeah. You can go and see that he posted an image of dinosaur bones on the ground as sort of like a spoiler. They're dinosaur bones, huge ones, like a brontosaurus size, and they're just laying across the ground. Now, are they going to bring creatures that big into the game? I don't know.
That's interesting. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe... other than, obviously, the main thing for that would be just added features and cover on the landscape. But I feel like they want to turn it into something else. I feel like all this dino stuff they want to like turn into... I feel like they're almost trying to hint towards the lore or a story that they're trying to tiptoe around.
Right.
Tiptoe around us.
Right. Well, I mean, because they did sort of name this patch. You know, they named it Primal Awakening. So, sort of like this is a primal, you know, beginning to the game. I don't know if they're going that deep with it, but I mean, you know, prehistoric, and then after this season's done, maybe sort of move up through that with along the same themes of wizards and warriors and stuff like that.
Oh man, if I could have a full suit of knight armor, that would be amazing.
Oh god, but you'll never do it because you're an assassin.
I know. I'll have the black cloak and a cool dagger. I don't know.
There you
That'd
go.
Cool.
Now that'd be cool. So I'm really excited what's going on with the game right now. I'm really hoping that fairly soon that we're going to start seeing what they're going to do with the other skins, because those have got to be coming out fairly soon.
Definitely.
I honestly think we'll start seeing skins for the mage really soon up for sale. We'll start seeing stuff for like all the different classes, and probably they'll also come up with like new skins for the chickens.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. I can't wait to see them. I do hope they keep the gold per level in the battle pass. If you buy the battle pass, I hope they give you enough gold to at least keep purchasing skins that you like. Obviously, you probably won't be able to buy every single skin they release, but the way Fortnite does it, I'm not really happy with. I feel like you have to keep throwing money at the game to keep constantly buying skins that you want. I like to be able to unlock it in game, even if it takes me longer. I'm okay with that. If there's a possibility that I can unlock the gold in game and use the crowns to pay for my skins that I want, I'm happy with that. I hope they keep the crowns per battle pass and per skin level equal.
Yeah, no, I really hope they do that. I would really like to see fairly soon things that you could only earn, you can't buy. That just to be like, look, I'm an amazing game player. I did this awesome task. Boom! Look at what I got.
Yeah, that'd be really nice. I would like to see something like that along the lines of a special weapon skin for maybe your class weapon.
Oh god, that'd be cool. Yeah, I'd be like, oh my god, that guy made X amount of kills for over the season, and he won that. So yeah, that's something I really like to see. But yeah, so that's what I have for this week. Do you have anything else, my friend?
Nope, that's everything.
Well, cool. Well, guys, thank you very much for tuning in this week. I hope you got a little bit of information, figured out a little bit about what's going on in the state of the game. Donut, tell everybody how we can find you and get a hold of you and see you online.
Yeah, you could find me streaming Monday through Friday, usually 8 or 8:30 until 10 or 11 at night, on twitch.tv/LO_donut_OL. Same as Twitter. My Twitter link is exactly the same, as well as YouTube link also. And anyone can feel free to send me a DM on Twitch, a DM on Twitter anytime.
Definitely.
That's it.
And you can find me, OctoOG, pretty much everything. That's the name, OctoOG, for the Clucked Chickens. If you're here, give the channel a follow, so you'll know what's going on. You can find me at OctoOG on Twitter. And again, say hi. Ask any questions on Twitter at the Clucked Chickens. And that's what we have. So thank you all very much for a great week. And Donut, I'll see you later.
Have a good one.
Have a great one, everybody.